The Digiwaxx.
Bringing up our next guest to the stage. Two incredible human beings, great people first and foremost. One brother, I took the trip to Brooklyn one day, working at Cornerstone, went to his apartment, and we've been friends ever since. Shout to the one and only DJ Tony Touch. The other brother we met through one of my mentors, who's a super producer. And when we connected, we've been friends ever since. Shout out to Austin Brown, aka Black, in the building. And yeah, man, these are two guys that came together for an incredible project. And that's just what it is, man. What's happening to y'all? What's going on?
How y'all doing? Yo, that last exchange was the funniest shit I've heard in a long time.
Tony, you got your mic. Turn on your mic.
How's that?
You sound good, bro.
Hey, man. What's up, people?
Yeah, man. Welcome to New Music Wednesdays. I know it gets a little spicy.
Yes.
But everybody on here is good people. You know, it is like a family affair. You know what I mean? We get it in very heavily independent. Everybody has a strong opinion on things, which is good, man. We all just fair and stuff. But anyway, how y'all gentlemen doing?
Good, man. Blessed. Thankful.
What's up, man? How's the weather in California, Austin?
The weather right now, it looks like it's about 70 degrees. I woke up at like 6 in the morning and went on a run. It's really nice out here. LA's got its things, but you know what? This weather, you know, I get thankful being here. But I do miss New York, man. I love my New York, so I miss it out there.
Toka, how's the weather in Brooklyn?
It's horrible. It's snowing. It don't know if it wants to snow, rain, cloudy. You know, I'm just, I'm playing indoors today, recuperating from my live stream last night. And
word.
But yeah, no, we good though. Weather's crappy on this side, but it is what it is.
So one of the most amazing things is like, the story. How did you guys connect? Literally two different brothers from not two different sides of the spectrum. Y'all are both music people, but it's just ill. The fact that y'all came together for these, these different songs. How did it actually happen? How did y'all meet?
You want to tell them, Austin, or?
Oh yeah, I mean, Tony's a legend. So I first and foremost want to say it's an honor for me to be able to do anything with him. I mean, growing up, listening to music, loving music, being a part of the MTV generation, I remember watching his videos and his collaborations and everything that he was doing. So when I moved to New York around 2000, you remember CO, around 2013, and even before that, I was going to New York a lot. I was hearing about his Funk Box and his Toka Tuesdays and everything that he was doing. So a mutual friend of ours, DJ Kelly G, shout out to him, who you introduced me to, CL. He had remixed a record of mine called Menage a Trois, and he was spinning at Tony's Toka Tuesdays. And so
he played Funk Box.
Oh, it was Funk Box. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kelly G, house head. Yeah.
I was gonna say, just shout out to Kelly G. He ain't no bullshit DJ.
No, he
played. Yup.
Yeah.
So I went there and I literally just fell in love with the vibe, the energy, the people, the dancers. There was somebody who was out there playing congas. Just the energy and the environment that Tony created, it was infectious. And when I moved to New York, I had a home where I could go and I could listen to music and be free. And so just being a fan of him, I just approached him and just asked him, I'm like, are you making music? I want to make music with you, man. But yeah. And so yeah, that's pretty much how I saw it. I mean, what about you, Tony?
Yeah. I know Kelly G introduced us, and at first it was just we were just kicking it. We really had no music agenda or anything like that. And then I think it eventually the friendship it developed, and then it just turned into a work relationship later on. And I think you had asked me to do scratches on a record, I think, to show up at my place, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I was starting to just produce a lot in general. And
I think you had a record and you sent it to me, and then I did some cuts, and then from there we just took off.
Yeah. We just started, I had moved back to LA, and then we came up with the idea of Cali York and doing a collaboration project. And it's been developing over legit like the last 4 or 5 years. And, it keeps on growing and growing. So just thankful to still be in it and at it. And we got a really crazy ass album that's coming.
Word. So Dirty Little Secret, the single. This is y'all like second collaboration.
Third, actually. Show Up at My Place was first.
Okay.
Ride featuring Styles P was second, which was our East Coast jam that played out. And then now this one was bringing it back to the West Coast, was Dirty Little Secret.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I guess the question I have is like, what is the ultimate goal? Are we gonna have a is it to do an EP, or is it just to keep creating and just sort of letting it flow? What do you guys sort of want to see?
We're sitting on a few songs right now. We got enough for an album. Mm-hmm. So we'll probably shoot a video for the Dirty Little Secret, and then drop the album soon after that, sometime in maybe late spring, early summer. But we're locked and loaded, man. We're ready to go. We got some fire.
Damn, man.
So
I can't wait to go to the party. I know it's gonna be crazy, man. I don't know where y'all gonna do it at Coachella. I don't know where y'all gonna end up at, but let everybody know we show up.
Yeah, and what's cool, and what's cool about what we do with Cali York is that we come from two completely different sides, but all some similar sides. I mean, Tony's background just being a music historian and just being a legend at what he does for so many years. And then when I get with my band and my musicians, we're students and we study and we dive in. And so it's legit the two worlds coming together. It's the live instrument aspect with the aspect that Tony brings, which to me really set us apart. And so our music is meant to unite people and bring them together. And I know people say that a lot and it could come off as cliche, but when you hear these songs, you want to move, you want to feel, you want to celebrate, you want to party. And so that's what Cali York really represents, is a unity of bringing people together. And you hear that sonically.
No doubt, man. Again, it's a blessing that y'all are doing this. I want to get into the song. Then I want to come back. I know people got questions. There's been some anticipation. Shout out to the chat. People was like, yo, going crazy in the chat. So let's play the song, and then we're gonna come right back.
Featuring Snoop. Yo, shout out to Uncle Snoop. We got to bring him up.
Let's do it. The building, New Music Wednesday. This is how it's going down. Austin Brown, Tony Touch in the building. Good John, Bet, Dirty Little Freak, LOL Smooth as boiled eggs. Didn't know boiled eggs were smooth, but shout out to Teddy Bell for that. Dirty Little Freak. Let's see, Groovy. Shout out to Queen B. The Queen is in the building. DJ J Million said spicy. Norm N. Green said good John. Teddy Bell gave it all arms. Let's see. Well, somebody else said dope John. DJ Finesse. So good feedback. Amir, you want to say something real quick?
Yeah. First I want to say that's a dope joint. I was just putting in the chat that's hip hop. A lot of people don't understand hip hop was at one point in time, nobody sounded the same. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had their own vibe, their own feel, and you knew who it was when they came on. So I think that's a dope cut. And I wanted to say something to Tony right quick. I wanted to tell him thank you. I know you don't remember me. It was a long time ago. I'm not going to put our age out there, but we was on 149th Street and 3rd Avenue. And a couple of my dudes, you don't realize at a certain point in time, and you became iconic to certain people. So they was all scared to come over there and say something to you. I went up to you, you took time and spoke to me. And I appreciate you taking your time out. I never forgot that. Thank you.
That's love, man. Thank you, man. That's key, bro. You got to stay grounded out here, man. Humble and walk a certain light, because, this thing comes and goes, you know what I mean? So all that hype and all that, and plus my parents raised me, I came up in a Christian home, so that played a role too. Just staying humble and keeping grounded. But I appreciate that, man. Thanks for sharing that, brother. I appreciate you, man, for that.
Yo, I can co-sign that. When I first met Tony, I was a little nervous because this guy had just dropped 50 MCs, and this is like big shit. I'm like, yo, yo, yeah. You gotta go and get up there and keep the composure and shit. Hey, nice to meet you, yo. Anyway, what I'm saying, but he showed love. It wasn't no ego, and that's what that's the love, man. That's what it is, man. So
that's love and respect. You can't do nothing but respect a man for that. He didn't have to do that, and it's moments like that that you remember. You know what I'm saying?
So, love, B. Love.
We got DJ Sweets in the building. Sweets, go ahead.
What up, Tony Touch the Legend? What's good? What's good, man?
Yo. What's up, right. Sweet?
I'm good. Man. Austin Brown. The song is hot. I got a question for Austin first, and I'm gonna come back to Tony. First time I caught Austin Brown was when he did BET Music Matters, that Menage a Trois in New York, back in the days. I wanted to know, was that the first time that you were on, had that type of stage or platform? And if so, how did that help you as far as your career?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I had done, a few late night shows here and there, but when it comes to an actual music platform where the people who are there are the people who really rock with music, that was one of the first times. And how did it help my career? It did, because I got to meet a lot of other real music makers and a lot of other musicians who I still collaborate till this day. And then also too, it gave me that real validation. BET Music Matters, that was something for any artist who was coming up in that time. That was big for us to be amongst our peers and to have an opportunity to show what we do on that stage. And within that realm, and as somebody who's creating just to create, when people respond to what it is that you do, it makes you feel good, and it gives you the confidence to just keep on going and to keep on getting better at your craft.
No doubt. And Tony Touch, I'm gonna keep dropping a little history. First time I met Tony Touch was 88 Hip Hop. He came up there, did a mix release. Anybody that knows about Pseudo and 88 Hip Hop and understands where because I was an intern up there for Mecca. That's where hip hop started from. Anybody want to look it up? But my question, all right, I'm about to hit you in the head, CL, but my question to you, Tony, is can we get another 50 MCs mixtape and you release it this time as an NFT?
It's a good idea. Good question. Good question. Well, back in 2013, I dropped the Peacemaker 3 album, and the subtitle was called Return to the 50 MCs, right? So technically that was like the 4th time I did a 50 MCs thing. But it was an album, but I approached the album like it was a mixtape, 50 MCs. With that being said, I do have something coming out, mixtape / album on Def Jam, which is the soundtrack to this mixtape documentary that's coming out with Tribeca Films is doing a screening April 7th. And soon after, looking to place it on the network, and the album will come with that. That album is 50 MC style, though. It's all like classic Def Jam beats with Def Jam artists past and present. So I did this whole 50 MC formula, but Def Jam, it's a Def Jam thing, So that's done. That's in the pocket. That's locked and loaded. Of course, as well as me and Austin's album, some good things coming up, man. As far as the NFT thing is concerned, I am thinking about, because I have over the years, I've recorded a lot of songs I wasn't able to put out for whatever reason, whether it was clearance or I had a sample thing that we didn't want to clear, whatever. So I'm sitting on like a kind of like, what do they call it? Like the Lost Crates or kind of an album. Thinking about making that an NFT. And I got songs with like 50 and Nature, got a joint together with them, a Little Kim record. I got another Snoop record. So I'm considering putting that out as an NFT, like like the Tony Touch Lost Files or something like that.
That's
So
what's up.
that's in the pipeline.
That's what's up. And CL, real quick before I get out of here, because you said it earlier, cornerstones. I'm gonna take you back because I'm a hip hop purist too, CL. We're gonna take you back to the real cornerstone days, bro. What you know about that,
Oh my
CL?
God,
What y'all know?
yo.
I know Tony know about that too. Just because you mentioned
Listen.
it, just because I do hip hop for real over here. You know what I mean?
Cornerstone, yeah.
Shout out to the 1200 squad. Tony's an original member of that. You know, Cornerstone was dope, man. We did some really exclusive and new things. And Tony, I don't know, what number mixtape did you do? Maybe 12? Number 8? I don't remember. But you
On
did.
the I did the 50.
Okay, you did 50 facts.
I
But
did
you
the
did one
50
before
at
that.
Cornerstone. I did about 4 or 5 of them. The 50 was
Yeah.
one of them. I don't remember the other numbers.
Yeah. Well, that's damn, man. That's crazy, bro.
Crazy, right?
You gotta write a book or something, man. Like, what are you doing, man? You gotta have, you know, I know you got the movie coming out. Is that gonna be a biopic? I mean, it's not a biopic, but that's more around the 50 MC stuff. But you know, you're gonna have
the mixtape documentary covers the whole mixtape culture. We got everybody from Ron G to Kid Capri to all your favorite mixtape DJs and a whole bunch of tastemakers. So it's not like a Tony story. It's a story of the mixtape culture and its impact and how we, you know,
hey, can we get
a bunch
script?
of crazy who kid stories, like all kind of craziness in the film. You're gonna love it, you know. But as far as like the me story, I don't know. I think I'm still writing it, man. You know, we still doing things. So one day, I'm sure, you know.
Fair enough. All right, DJ Boogie, and then Quantum Leap, and then Kermit, if you still got your hands up, and Knox. Go ahead.
Hey, what's going on? I'm just gonna talk real quick because I'm over here at the gym. You know, I go from work to the gym. You know how I do, CL.
Okay.
First, yeah, hey man. First, I'm gonna say the music is hot, yo. I like the energy in the song. I like the song.
Thank you.
So I do want to say that. Just so you know, I'm down here in Virginia. So if you're ever in this area, let me know. Put your IG in the chat because I love to stay connected with you guys as well.
Yeah.
And definitely, and to Tony Touch, man. Salute to a legend, man. You're legendary in the industry, man. So
thank you.
You know, much salute to everything that you've done for a lot of us DJs and artists and everybody. So I sent you a message as well.
Yeah.
Follow me back. I love to stay connected with you guys. Anytime y'all live in the Virginia area, just let me know. And you know, we'll link up. And if you need anything, I'll do what I can.
Thank you. Thank you, man. That's love. Thank you.
All right. Salute.
Thank you, bro.
Salute. Quantum Leap.
CL, I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a while, and hopefully it goes well this time. All right.
Shit.
Hopefully it goes well this time. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Shout out to everybody, man. I'm putting this up here because I'm gonna raise you. I'm gonna raise you real quick. Anyone see that? I'm gonna raise you real quick.
Oh,
you see?
does
Tony Touch see that? Does Tony Touch see that?
Wow.
Now, see, I'm gonna raise y'all. Brought up some cornerstone. You know, that's that 2000 stuff. This is 97. This is right here. That's great tape. That's great tape. Now, understand something. I'm not in New York. I've been in New York one time. This shit made it to Houston, bro. This here is Street Fighter 2. This is Street Fighter 2. Paracypher 2 is Street Fighter 2. Man, this is one of the best. Like, I remember getting this. I was in high school and we were at lunch and there was a pizza spot where this guy used to sell mixtapes. And we went over there and a friend of mine got this shit first. And we were listening to his so much, we went back and had to get our own copies, man. And I've had this tape since 1997, man. Crazy. So I want to say salute on that. But there's a question that I've always had for you. Yeah. Between Paracypher 1, 2, and 3, how in the world did you record all of this with these people? Were these separate sessions? Did this all happen at once? Like, was it madness trying to get all these people in the studio to record this? Like, how did you do that, man?
Yeah, separate sessions. Each one took about 3 months to make. And all of them were done, mostly 85% of those mixtapes were done at D&D Studios. So what I used to do was, I was a studio rat. I used to they let me book like the smallest room there, right? It's the cheapest room. And I would just post up all day. 6 to 8 hours. I will post up, and a lot of times, I was reaching out to people to come to the studio, but a lot of times there was so much traffic at D&D, man, that I was able to just hem them up, be like, yo, I'm doing this mixtape, come on over, do a few, drop a few words. I did that with Redman, because Redman was there with Cannabis and the Lost Boys when they were recording that song they did.
Yeah, the Beast from the East joint. Yeah.
Yeah. So an example, like they were there recording that. I was in the other room posted up, and I snatched them all up one at a time for the freestyle joints, But
Dude,
yeah,
this tape right here is so like they use this, and what people don't, they use this on an actual album. This is on Capital Punishment. They use this on what's the joint with Black Thought. Yeah, the pun. Yeah. Oh, yeah, like they use your mixtape and scratched it into an actual album. That's how official this tape was, man. If no one has ever heard Power Cypher 2, you need to go get it. We talk about rapping. We talking about rapping.
Waiting.
50 plus people on it.
Side note, out of the 3 of them that I did, Power Cypher 1, 2, and 3, that was my favorite 50 MC joint, the second one.
It had to have been, man. Like I said, it made it down here to Houston. That was when I first started knowing who you were. And then obviously the Cocoa Brothers joint with Hurricane G. I mean, so again, man, shout out to you, man. CL, good sub. Since we couldn't get your man in there. But yo, man, I had to pull this out the stash. These are receipts, man. These when you was outside.
Wow, man. Shout out to Scratch in the building, DJ Scratch up in here.
Shout out to DJ
Scratch. What up?
Big up to DJ Scratch.
Yeah. What up, Scratch?
Peace.
What up?
Peace.
Hey,
going on?
What's happening, Scratch? Yeah, we just got Tony Touch and Austin Brown in the building. Just dropped the new single, Dirty Little Secret with Snoop. So we still doing that, but hang out, man. This is family. So wait, real quick, Kermit, go quickly. Knox, go quickly. Head Rush, go quickly, and then we gotta get into it with DJ Scratch, who just dropped a new project with RZA, which is fire. So we're gonna get it in.
Yeah, I will go quickly. Salute to Tony Touch. Of course, I'm familiar with him. I come from retail, and like I said earlier, I'm 49 years in the game. I think I met him at the New Music Seminar one year, but hell, I can't remember yesterday. But I definitely remember when he had something on Tommy Boy, because Tommy Silverman and Monica used to take good care of me. They even had the Force MDs come to my store and sing for my mother one day. So anyway, salute to him, and I'll make my comment about DJ Scratch when his time come up. Thank you, sir.
Peace and love. All right, Knox.
Yeah, hey, what's up, fam? Knox Bond, owner, CEO of Next Level DJ Coalition. We're the #1 DJ coalition on Google. We got about 800 DJs. Love the song, man. Love the song. It's a really great song. It's like a pop culture type of vibe, you know what I mean? But it's got Uncle Snoop on it at the same time. So the streets are gonna stand kind of like some Justin Timberlake type of stuff. So really dope. We'll help support it. If you wanna send it to us, get you all the drop scripts, and you can build relationships with our DJs. You're a legend, you know what I mean? You're talking Children of the Corn. This is the shit that makes me say you have to have multi-syllable rhyme schemes, you know what I mean? So salute to you.
Y'all gonna definitely get into this battle about this rap shit. I ain't even gonna go there with you right now, but dope.
Yeah, please.
Knox, get you and Austin. Y'all should definitely link us for all the drops and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I put my IG in there, so send me a direct message, then we'll link up.
Yeah.
Head Rush.
Thank you.
Head Rush.
Yo, what's up, man? Shout out to everybody on the call, man. My brother, Tony Touch, I appreciate everything you've done for the game, man. But really quick, I just want to know your opinion on the fact that you are one of the godfathers of creating mixtapes with various artists. What is your opinion on how the newer, I'm just going to point out, Khaled. How do you feel about Khaled's approach to that? Is it more of a paying homage, kind of a copy as a flattery type of thing? Or, Do you feel like he's doing it properly? Or I mean, because I feel like the content was a lot better back then than it is now. I feel like the songs are just kind of, sometimes they're just kind of layups, you know, just kind of throw it up and then whatever falls down, that's how it falls.
Mm-hmm. Well, Khaled's a good friend of mine. You know, he came up kind of like under my wing, sort of say. Like, I used to rock with Khaled back in the early 90s, but he was always a workaholic, vinyl junkie. I mean, his reggae collection's crazy. And I got nothing but respect for Khaled because he's a real DJ. He really plays.
Khaled was a turntablist.
Yeah, he really plays. And I've been partying. I did Khaled's first birthday party, the Temple party back in the day, Fat Joe and all that. Like, I've been running with Khaled forever, you know. He's in the film also, and he, you know, he gives me my props and whatnot, so that's awesome, you know. As far as the music he's making, I mean, he's catering to a new generation now, you know. It's a different, we're in a different time and space musically right now, so he's filling that void. I can't say all of it's for me, you know. Some of it I rock with, some of it, you know, you gotta let the kids have it, you know what I mean? And that's what that is. But I think he's done a great job he's done a great job of taking that whole DJ and compilations. He took it to the next level. You know, and I think he did a hell of a job. Not all the music is really to my liking, but I still have respect for what he's done, for sure.
Yes, sir. Sure. So it's more of a Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker relationship. Yeah. You know, he's like the Jedi. You like, all right, Grasshopper, good job. You know, right on. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. You got another little grasshopper sitting in this room with you. His name is Manny Faces. I'll let him explain his case, but yeah, he followed them. But yeah, shout out to you, brothers. Yeah, that was a dope song too. By the way.
Love, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, all I ask, everybody connect, help each other, support each other. Everybody have the platform, play the song. And, you know, obviously, you know, it's a two-way street. But if we support each other, everybody gets a little bit of a one-up, and that's what it is. Again, shout out to Austin. Shout out to Tony Touch, aka Tony.
Real quick, can I bring something up? Just real quick. Quantum mentioned Black Thought. I just want to say my favorite rap cipher ever in the world happened on Tony Touch's show on Sirius. Anybody that don't know, just go to YouTube, type in Black Thought, Tony Touch, Sirius Radio. I'll say that was so epic with Black Thought's 10, 12-minute freestyle and they had a collection of dope MCs, but when Sean P came in, took the mic and saw how Black Thought was blacking out, he even sat back and was like, nah, I'm gonna just be a fan. So anybody who's never seen that, go to YouTube, Black Thought, Tony Touch, freestyle. Massive. Classic.
That was a crazy day, man. It was Sean Price, it was Black Thought, it was AG from Show and AG.
Mm-hmm. You had
M1 from Dead Prez.
Rest in peace, Sean.
Yeah, rest in peace, Sean Price. Premier was there that day, hanging out with us. Black Thought, of course. Little Fame from MOP. Yeah, it was crazy that day.
Sounds like a power cipher.
Yeah, that was Peacemaker 3 like album release party on Sirius XM. We kind of did like a whole in studio album release. That was sick, man. Thanks for that, bro.
Well, you already know, man.
Yo, and I just want to say shout out to UCL. Like, you've always just been such a community leader and an advocate for real music, and you've always supported, you know, me personally. I just got to speak just for, you've always showed my work love, never prejudged, just always listen to what you heard. And I forever will be thankful and love you for that, and love the community of people that you always bring together, and you always support what we do. And, you know, both Tony and I always talk about, you know, how dope you've always been for us. So, you know, shout out to you, and you deserve your flowers as well, as being a leader in this and supporting all of us who just make music for the betterment of the world, man, for real.
Thank you, man. I'm, you know, we're going to keep on doing what we do, man. I'll be in LA soon. You know how we get down. Tony, you know, I'll be in freaking, you know, the next week. I'll probably be at, you know, at your joint.
Yeah, let's go.
Shit, I was there during the pandemic. You know what I mean?
That's right. We coming back out strong now, though, so that's what's up.
Cannot wait, man. And if you ever do come to New York, Make sure you do go to Toka Tuesdays. That's one of the greatest experience and the dopest DJs, man. Shout out to Scratch, who's there once in a while, and everybody else who's a part of that experience, because it is something truly unique that keeps the vibration of our city going. Something you can't really pay for. It is a culture thing, and we have that. So thank you for that, and thank y'all for joining. Make sure y'all support. The music is on Digiwaxx. The single's on Digiwaxx. I know a couple people said they got it off of there already, but just reminding y'all that it's up there.